from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
Fargo was sprinkled with some raindrops throughout the day, but that will eventually shift to some snow. Thank you for joining us. I'm Krista Boehm. The majority of the Red River Valley sits in a blizzard warning for Super Bowl Sunday. Our Valley News Live storm team has been keeping a close eye on this, and meteorologist Justin Fanfarelli joins us right away tonight. And Justin, what can we expect for tonight?
And thank you, Krista. Good evening, everybody. Hey, not that bad for tonight. Temperature is really mild with some rain moving through. We're already looking at what tomorrow has to bring. A number of advisories out for tomorrow, including a high wind warning in effect for the orange shading, winter storm warning for the red, and winter weather advisory for the blue. We're tracking a blizzard warning going into effect into the morning hours tomorrow and lasting through 6 a.m. on Monday for most of the Red River Valley. Let's take a look at what's going on right now. Out toward Bemidji, they are seeing some snow showers, especially there, and points out toward the east, and we're seeing a bunch of rain moving through with mild conditions, especially south and to the west of the Fargo area. Heaviest and steadiest as you make your way just to the south of the Lisbon area, but temperatures are well above freezing. We're at 39 Fargo, Valley City, Jamestown, Oaks, and 40 as you make your way up toward Grand Forks. Now, as we go through tonight, no real travel difficulties. We have some rain. It will turn windy out there with winds west at 24 miles per hour as we go through the evening, as our model says, and temperatures staying into the mid to upper 30s out there. And then we're tracking what we're expecting to be blizzard conditions as we go through the day tomorrow. We'll tell you what to expect in terms of wind and snowfall coming up later in the newscast. Krista?
All right, thank you, Justin. And you can stay up to date on the latest weather conditions where you are anytime on your smartphone or tablet. Just download the Storm Team Weather app to get the latest weather conditions. And you can also follow the radar live. Just search VNL Weather in the App Store. Crews are still looking into how flames took over a home in South Fargo where firefighters pulled one person from a basement window before the house became a total loss. The fire sparked around 4:30 this morning near the 2600 block of 27th Street South. The entire family of 5 got out safely. One was injured and treated at the scene. Valley News Team's Giovanna Simic has more on what saved this family's life just in time.
Saw the fire trucks were here already and there were flames everywhere shooting out. And so he yelled to me, the house next door is on fire.
A neighborhood woke to the sound of sirens to see flames covering this South Fargo home. A scene that sparked so much concern, neighbors were evacuated.
It was terrifying, and we, of course, we were terribly concerned about the people there, but also that our house was so close and next door.
A family of 5 was able to get out only by the sounds of their smoke detectors, a vital tool the Fargo Fire Department constantly stresses to have in your home.
When you're sleeping, you don't, you're not smelling the air like you think you would. The smoke itself isn't going to wake you up, so that's why they're there, is to wake you up.
The National Fire Protection Association says every year there are more than 350,000 home fires, and smoke alarms are crucial in early detection. So make sure that your detector is up to date and working.
I called 2 neighbors on this cul-de-sac who were sleeping through the whole thing. That's how soundly a person can sleep, really. So it is very important.
We recommend you change the batteries when you change your clock as a reminder. Switch out those batteries so that you know they're good. Monthly test, all you have to do is push that button. It'll sound if it's working.
Most people just change the batteries, but they don't know that a smoke detector can actually expire.
Most of them are about 10 years. Look on the back, it'll have the expiration date.
The Fargo Fire Department also recommends you have an escape plan, even if you happen to be the one next door.
Makes you very mindful of being careful and how quickly, I can't believe how quickly that fire spread and happened, and that home was gone in a matter of minutes.
In Fargo, Giovanna Simic, Valley News Live.
The fire department says you should also make sure your sprinkler systems are working because they can minimize the damage and contain the fire to the room that it started in. 7 people have been arrested in a multi-state drug trafficking and money laundering ring. The ring included drug distribution in Williston, Fargo, and the Fort Berthold Indian Reservation. The U.S. Department of Justice of Idaho says law enforcement agencies in North Dakota, Nevada, and Idaho executed 18 search warrants while investigating a conspiracy to distribute heroin, oxycodone, and methamphetamine. An 8th defendant of Washington remains a fugitive. Since 2009, the organization generated at least $1.3 million in drug proceeds. You can find a full list of those arrested in this case on our website, valleynewslive.com. Social media is one of the best ways to recruit and promote business in the world today. But the power of social networks can be deadly in the wrong hands. Twitter announced that it has suspended at least 125,000 accounts related to ISIS since the middle of 2015. They sent out an official tweet condemning the use of their platform for promotion of terrorism and say that the Twitter rules do not allow for any violent threats to be made. This is the first time the company is announcing its suspensions after mounting pressure from the White House and other governments worldwide. ISIS has largely relied on social media, and especially Twitter, to spread its propaganda and recruit Westerners. A recent study found as many as 90,000 accounts supporting the group worldwide. In order to create more equality in the armed forces, the U.S. Defense Department lifted restrictions banning women from combat duty in the military. Now, 2 generals are proposing a step that could take equal rights for military women even further. Megan Mitchell has more.
Connie Peterson spent almost 37 years in the armed forces. She says allowing women into combat jobs was a step in the right direction.
I thought we've come a long way, baby.
Peterson also believes that having women register for the draft is another step towards equality.
From not being able to touch weapons to the draft, I guess I am for the draft. We fought a long time to have equal rights as the men, and some women are qualified for it. For combat, some probably are more for the background, but I would say the same for the men.
Only 5 weeks ago, women weren't allowed to participate in combat. Top military officials now say women should be required to register for the draft.
It's my personal view that based on this lifting of restrictions for assignment to unit MOS, that every American who's physically qualified should register for the draft.
Beverly Ang also spent over 35 years in the service. She's happy with the progress, but believes implementation should be done slowly.
Go slow first. I'm for the draft, but, take baby steps with having women in combat first.
Top generals are urging Congress to look into the issue, which could be put to a national debate.
If a draft is reestablished, anyone registered could be called up for active duty. A break from the wintertime blues as kids headed to the Caribbean for Destination Anchor Island. The tropical themed pool day is a yearly event at Fargo South High School where inflatable items are actually allowed. Organizers say it's held around the same time every single year when winter really has its grip on us.
This is a fun event this time of year because it just adds a little bit of something to do when it's cold outside, and especially with a bad weather expected in the next 24 hours, it's a great day to get out and enjoy and then be, homebound for the next 24.
This specific event is held once a year, but if you're looking for a break from winter, regular open swim is every Saturday and Sunday. As TV sales soar ahead of the Super Bowl, we have safety tips for your kids. That's later on Valley News Live at 6.
And we are warm today with highs near 40. Some rain out there. We're going to be warm tonight, and the snow and the wind moves in with blizzard-like conditions tomorrow. Details next.